getting it, cuz. Send that thing. It's your boy, J Mitch. Yo, what's going on? It's your boy J Mitch. I'm up here with y'all. I want to show y'all how to build a spool for your Team Corrali 1/8 card. In this case, I'm building one for my Radix 6. I'm going to talk to y'all about everything, and we'll start off with the parts list. So the parts I used were 8 by 16 by 5 bearings, or you can use the Arrma bearings. ARA 61016, 016, sorry, you will need 3 bearings. Again, I will leave the list in the video description, so check that out. You will also need 2 8mm drive cups. Cop those off eBay. You can get those off eBay all day. Also, you'll need an 8mm bore lathe shafts. You'll have to get it from Amazon, and you'll need that cut down to 30.8mm. Also, you will need an Arrma 6S motor mount from the V4 or better, and you should get the motor mount, the support, and the gear cover. Also, you'll need a scrap piece of aluminum or plastic or carbon fiber, and cut that down to 25 by 29mm in size. And you will also need an 8mm Mod1 Pinion gear. Get that from Saga. If you're running the stock ESC, be sure to not run anything smaller. Do not run anything smaller than 38 tooth pinion gear and for this spool. If you run anything smaller, you will blow your ESC. You will void your warranty. So I'm just letting you guys know that from the gate. So beware of that. Any modification of gearing to this car can and will void your warranty, so please beware. I cannot stress this enough. Be careful of what you're doing with your gearing at this point. So I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna say, please check out my Facebook group. Check out my Instagram. Email me. Check out everything. I'm leaving all that information in the description. And if you haven't subbed to my channel, please, you're watching my video, take some time, hit the like button, subscribe to your man's channel. All right, let's things you're going to prep. All right, so what you're going to do first, you're going to take that bore shaft. Again, you're going to cut it down to 30.8mm. And then you're going to take your Dremel and you're going to cut a flat spot through the whole length of the shaft, so that you can have a place for your set screws to grab on for your drive cups and your pinion gear. Another big prep item, while you got your Dremel out, right? Grind down, you're going to have to grind down the end of your center dog bones. You have to grind them down. You can see how much I took off, maybe like 2mm. You can see the stock side not grinded down, but then I ground it maybe 2 or 3mm off the top, because you will run into clearance issues when you put this thing back into the car due to the angle of the motor mount in the car. It's not like the Arrma that's a straight one. This one in the Team Corrali sits on the angle. Also, on your Arrma gear cover, you're going to want to you're going to have to chop that up to get these the bearing supports that go down into the motor mount. You're going to have to cut those off the stock Arrma gear cover the same way that I did. And then that stock piece of aluminum or plastic, that's what you're going to need. You're going to have to make a custom gear cover for this motor mount. So let's talk about the spool assembly. So I told you guys about the prep. Let's talk about the spool assembly. So you're going to take your shaft that you built, and you're going to assemble it this way, right? You're going to do 1 drive cup. You're going to do 2 bearings. You're going to do your 8mm gear that you bought from Saga. Then you're going to do another bearing, and then you're going to do your final drive cup. So then what you're going to do is you're going to dry fit everything on your table, and you're going to use your motor mount, and you're going to see if there's any resistance. If there's any resistance, it might be due to your drive cup, because look, your drive cup kind of, I'm trying to get that in, there you go. The drive cup kind of has that, it kind of has another bump out. It's not a smooth drive cup. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to get down in your motor mount, and you're going to have to clearance a little bit with like a body reamer, or maybe a drill bit. If you have a big enough drill bit, you're going to have to clearance a little bit so that this thing runs smooth in your motor mount. Once it's running smooth, put everything together, put your motor mount together with your pieces from your Arrma gear cover. Throw that down in there. And then you're going to sandwich it together, because it's not going to fit like this. Because you can't use a stock Arrma gear cover. You're going to have to make a custom gear cover. So after you have your motor mount mocked up like this, everything's rolling nice, it's spinning nicely, no interference. Lock it down, put the 4 screws at the top of the motor mount. Then you're going to put some double-sided tape at the bottom. Then you're going to fit this into your car. You're going to put the CVDs in. You're going to put the motor mount in while still locked up, and you're going to determine the spot where on the chassis where you're going to have to put holes. So what you're going to do is, when you find that location, you're going to push the motor mount right down into the spot. Check the clearances on both sides. And then you're going to have marks on your double-sided tape where you're going to have to drill holes through. So you're going to have to tap and drill your chassis. It should be easy. If you have a drill, you could do it easily. 4 or 5 holes, good. And once you do that, you install everything. You put the motor mount in, you put your CVDs in, and tighten it up, and then you got a spool. So yeah, all right, I clearly talked too much, so I'm gonna leave it at that. Again, I'm gonna shout out my man Dave Hubbard, shout out to Big Willie, major shout out to my man Ted. Thank you for everything, sir. Shout out to Adam and RC Discount. Shout out to all the new Team Corrali owners. Shout out to the Arrma guys. Shout out to the speed runners. Shout out to the drag racers. Shout out to everybody that's watching this video. And hopefully you can learn something from what I'm doing. So I'll say thank you for your time. Y'all be good now. Peace.